Hello, hello, welcome in. We are going live in our group to start our weekly live stream here at Be a Yoga Coach group. Happy to see you. Help me by typing hello on the comments if you're joining me in the live stream, or even if you're watching this on a replay. Go ahead and say hello. I'm going to try and open it up on Facebook. I can never find it. Okay, now I'm in a group, I think. There it is. I wanted to pull it up in case I see any live questions, any live fast Q&A I can have for you. Welcome in. Happy Friday. You are watching this video, this training. I'm going to show you what most yoga business owners get wrong before they start their business or even during. And how can you avoid these common mistakes? You're probably wondering how to start a yoga business and become successful. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you some of the biggest mistakes that most people make before starting their business and how you can avoid it so that you can blow right through it. So stay tuned because I'm going to drop some knowledge on you. Welcome in, and wanted to give you a couple of community updates. We are hiring appointment setter positions in the community, sales specialist. If you did not get a chance to take a look at the posting, we're happy to send it over to you. Just, type a comment, setter position, and I'm happy to send that over. And what else? What else are the different life updates? At the time of the recording of this video, it's around October, and feeling pretty good about, business and life, feeling really balanced. I'm feeling really good about coming here and showing up to you. I love talking to you in the messages, so go ahead and open up those messages. I'm there to give you value, to give you some next steps. If you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling overly distracted, if you're a lot like me, easily, distracted by the way our world is set up now in social media. Our focus is getting, smaller and smaller. And that's why, it's important to kind of have these clear plans. And that's why we have these trainings for you weekly. So that way, if you show up to it, you're more than likely to get started on your business and continue to have a successful online yoga business, wellness business. So let's get started. So one of the biggest mistakes is what I see is not having a clear vision. Okay. You need to have your vision statement set up. You could start by really, writing it down. Like, what vision do I have for my business? What mission do I have? And that way you always know what grounds you. You always know not to go look for the next shiny object. You always know where to go when you're being pulled by, like a moth to a flame. And when you go back into the vision, the statements that you set out for your business, you have a good head on your shoulders. You're pretty clear on where you want to take your business. Okay. And I'm happy to even create a template for you where you can begin to create a vision, for your business. And then, most people begin to start their businesses for the wrong reasons. Okay. Meaning like, okay, what is it? Why is it that you really, what is it that you really need from this business? Do you need to escape like your current job, kind of like what I did? Or are you, wanting to like make money right away? you know, and then when your focus and your mind is towards the, I need the needy, like I need the money, then you're going to kind of lose, a bit of your ground there a little bit. You have to kind of start your business for the right reasons. Is it to, and the right reasons is, you need to find what that is for you. Are you willing to make that happen, by, getting grounded and, providing value for a community, for yourself, for your family. And I say that because those are the principles and ideas that's going to keep you from getting derailed from this business. Okay. When you're online, you're going to get taken away by someone else's marketing, by someone else's, vision. And that's why you need to solidify and create your own clear vision for your business. Okay. And you stick to it day to day. Okay. In your journaling, in that practice. Okay. And what you do is, most people get it wrong is maybe they're focusing too much on, maybe the yoga part of your business, meaning like, getting the right videos perfect and getting the right to make it look too pretty, and not enough on the sales and, business side, where the meat of your skill building needs to go on the first year of business. Okay. You need to really know and understand, how you show up to the sales process, how you show up to, beginning to usher in the tools, the money to fuel your business. Okay. And how do you make sure you're not shying away from that? And some people don't do enough of their research of, in maybe they go like head in too fast, or what, sometimes people listen, this is kind of what I see, people listen a lot to a lot of fears that are unfounded, and that takes weight of, where you're going, and you listen too much on the fear, and then you kind of stop. Okay. And most people kind of stop, going from there. It's like, there's too much unknown, there's too much fears, and they listen to that fearful side of, of their voice. And the antidote to that is, just show up to your business, no matter how scary it is. Show up to it in a way that's, I'm going to show up to it, even though I don't know what I'm doing. Because like most of us who started and still feel like we don't know what we're doing are showing up to it. Okay. And what I love about, working with clients is that the people that I work with in the past are still in business today. And I love seeing that. Like, to me, when I see that, that's I know we did our job, is that like, we gave them the tools to keep going. And for most people, I think that, get on the other side of coaching or yoga is like, they start and they burn out really fast and then they quit. Okay. And that's something that we really help you hone in on, is that how do you get focused on, the right mindsets for your business. Okay. So another mistake that most yoga business owners make is that thinking that you don't need help to start and grow your business. You can definitely like do your research on your own for a little bit, but you got to put a time limit on that, because that can continue to grow. That could stretch on for months and years. And then you're still like, oh, you're still just thinking about starting it, And so what you do is you enlist someone to help you grow your business. Okay. And actually like move you along, begin seeing clients, begin getting a feel of that exchange, that sales exchange, the sales process, and showing up to it in a way that you don't feel shameful for continuing your vision, continuing your mission, continuing to provide people a different way to heal themselves. Okay. And, one mistake is that people are not budgeting properly. And I'm laughing because, this is like an ongoing struggle for business owners, that you don't get to a point where you're just like always like on top of it. And the best thing is to just like, okay, no, here's kind of what the best thing you need to be able to calculate is your ROAS, your return on ad spend, right? And in this work, you may start with organic, which is not paid meaning not paid leads. You don't pay for leads to come in and to view your business. Okay. There's a lot of like legwork done, word of mouth and whatnot. And then for ROAS, how to do your ROAS, you need to be able to really know your numbers where you start to count your return on ad spend. Okay, which means you don't like calculate from like leads, like like you get this ad budget money and you get like leads. You need to be able to calculate from your return, like the bottom line sale of that that ad spend. Okay, did you make money from spending this ad? Say you spent, if you drop like 300 for the month and you made 2, and that's how you calculate your ad spend, right? And then you go from that, and then you tweak your marketing, and then you go from there. Okay. So that's another tip, is to calculate, if you're gonna, and we mostly teach you do paid ads here, because most of us starting out are not going to have followers. We're not going to be known on social media, and we haven't started yet. So the best thing for new business owners is, I guess that's one of the mistakes, is not really getting on board with paid ads. And right now, Facebook ads is the most targeted engine for new business owners that have a niche and have something to offer, okay, in their business. So that's one thing. And then lastly, again, how do you make sure that you figure out your system? You're going to have to, when you start an online, business, you have your own online operating system. How do you make sure that you can comfortably show up to it day by day? Because you're the clockwork of your business. Okay. And if you're not showing up to it regularly, then you become the own block to your business. Okay. So what does this all mean? What can you do now? What do you do with all this? How do you move forward? Well, I'm inviting just a handful of more people to our monthly membership, where you have access to me every day. And I'm here to help guide you to, this is what you need to do. It even includes courses to help you get started on the right footing. And it's honestly like the best, offer out there that you know of, because, I want to be generous, and I also want to just like give you my time and knowledge. And why am I qualified to do this? I'm qualified to do this because I've started my own online business in 2019. And before that, I worked directly with clients for over 13 years in mental health. And I'm, so I've been working, healing people for lots and lots of years. And now I want to be able to help people that want the help in the online business. And what did I do in 2019? In 2019, I hired my own mentors. I went into wellness coach. I hired my own wellness business coaches. I hired like marketing coaches to help me understand funnels, marketing, sales process, how to conduct, sales and paid, lots and lots of, how much did I paid over, $20,000 in mentorship and ongoing mentorship in this field. So you have to always be connected with someone who's an expert in the industry and knows what they're doing, knows, when has a pulse when the market is shifting. Okay. That's another thing that you can do instead of trying to do it on your own. Okay. Because once you hop on the train, you see what everyone else, when I use the train analogy in the past. The train analogy is that there's people on the train where people that start the online industries, you have to get your feet wet. You can't do it from the sidelines. You have to go all in and actually try and see like how it like feels and looks, and how to be a business owner instead of just thinking about it. So the people that are not on a train are just kind of like wishing and hoping and dreaming, and we help you get on that train. Okay, so that's all I have today. So consider the membership, which is a really amazing deal where we're going to begin to increase that pretty soon. And then we also still do, we will help you with complimentary business calls where we get to kind of dive in about your business and help you kind of navigate like where you are to see if like we can, lead you to where you want to go. And then, if you're also wanting more guidance, I'm happy to provide you with free guides within this group. There's lots of resources in this group where you can really you can kind of piece together like a real business just from the free guides and training that I have within this group. Okay, so that is all for today. I don't have any questions on the live, but I'm happy to answer them on the replay, and I'm happy to do that. Okay, so I'll see you next time. It is my pleasure to serve you. I'll see you then.